Rallying is the purest form of motorsport. From the crazy jumps to the 4 a.m. wake-up calls, everything about this sport pushes the drivers to the limits emotionally and mentally, like no other form of motorsport does. And the craziest of all these rallies is the Safari Rally. I can't tell you how much I want to race that rally, but it costs maybe a few $100,000 to do that one race, so that's not going to happen for me right now. However, the introduction of sim racing changed all of that for us. The eSafari Rally is an absolutely crazy event. It is the biggest esports race in Africa, contested by some of the biggest names, biggest countries, and some of the fastest drivers on the African continent in rallying. It is part of the Africa Esports Rallying Championship and is run by some of the people that are involved with the Kenya Motorsport Federation, which is the federation in charge of running the Kenya Safari Rally under the World Rally Championship. Winners of this event have received amazing prizes, such as a ride along during the shakedown of the official event in a Puma Rally 1 or Rally 2 car. I've been chasing the win in this particular race for almost 3 years now, and it has always eluded me. Before this year, my computer was just never good enough for me to put on a good challenge and have a go at challenging for the win. However, this year, I have the opportunity to really go for it. Many things are stacked against me. At the beginning of the year, it was announced that the Africa Esports Rally Championship would race the Rally 1 for the 2026 season. One day before the start of the weekend event, it was announced that a completely different class of car was going to be used. A class of car that I have never used before and had absolutely no idea how to get started in. What you see here is me trying to go for the win in a completely different class of car that I've never driven before, having to learn it on the go and hopefully not throw everything away. Hope you guys enjoy. We're just in the pits now, making sure that everything is up to spec, the setup, and everything is in check, and then a quick shakedown to make sure everything is all according to plan and the feeling is good in the car.
3, 2, 1, 60, go. 5 right.
Just a pretty standard run, nothing too super. Not trying to bin the car before the rally begins. Okay, so the feeling's good, and obviously the main reason for having the shakedown is to make sure that we can have the right tire set and we can have a good tire strategy. We've gone for hard, medium, hard tire strategy. So this is it, 2026 Safari Rally
Start 60.
Africa Esports Rally Championship. Let's go. Like I said, I haven't had a lot of experience in this car, so these are really some of my first runs, and I'm just hoping that this goes well. And so we're off.
5 right. And 6 left. Crest 70. Finish 100 to stop. Okay, it's a 2-minute 50.6.
And yeah, I think we settled into a good rhythm and good pace. At this particular point, we were 1.3 seconds up the lead, so we're in second place overall in the rally. The guy in first place was really going for it, so we take that position and we move on now to the second stage. Try to see if we can make any time up. Pushing from the onset here, really going for it. And not particularly easy being on the hard tire through this first loop of stages, but we had to take the hard because this was the best tire strategy that we could take to the end without stressing the tires too much, without stressing the tire life too much. So we just have to make do with what we have. This rally was quite intense, basically going full tilt, not too far away from throwing the car off the edge, abusing track limits. We make it through the stage and you can see we're 4.4 there. ahead of everyone else, so that means we move into the lead of the rally. So quite pleased with that, very happy with that result. Can't really complain. We make it to service. I'm sure there's a few things we need to iron out. Yeah, actually the run was pretty good because we've been able to get out of service with only light damage. Now we go into the third stage, which, if I'm being completely honest, I really don't like because it's dark, we can hardly see anything, and it's raining.
5, 4, 3.
This is where some of my troubles begin, because I get this line here wrong and it unsettles me, and I take the wrong line to the next corner. I put it on the side and my whole rhythm is ruined. Going down into this hairpin here, I can feel that everything is off, and the further into the stage we go, the more my rhythm comes undone, and I'm starting to lose even more confidence in the car and second guessing myself until we have a big spin and my confidence has gone even more. We might have a puncture. I'm basically starting to doubt the stability of the car, and something is definitely wrong with the car. I'm starting to doubt whether or not I can push the limits, so the rest of this run is really not what it should be. And having these stutters, as you can see here, doesn't help, and it gets worse because it starts to affect my performance, as you can see through this corner here, and we have so many of those moments through the whole rally. My computer has been struggling and the confidence is breaking throughout, especially with these moments. We lose even more time to the top guys here with these small excursions, and the further into the stage we go, the more the mistakes keep coming, and the further the mistakes go, the more confidence I lose. But luckily we are able to make it to the end of the stage. We've lost a lot of time and I'm disappointed in myself because I know that I've lost the lead of the rally, and I understand it's going to be almost impossible to bring it back. We lose 14 seconds in that stage. A huge shame, because I think we had done just enough for us to be able to win. We are now 9 seconds off the pace of the front guys. We are 9 seconds behind the lead, so we need to try to find 9 seconds.
5, 4,
so into the next stage.
2.
This one's not raining, but it's wet. And the first mistake comes quite early in this stage, and I just narrowly managed to miss those rocks. I'm sure most of the EA WRC guys will know that something as small as those rocks there can give you radiator damage. And as we go into this section here, it looks like I'm in control, but actually at this moment I'm in the middle of losing the car, and that's why I'm so late to turn the wipers on, and the rhythm is off. That was close. I almost have a big moment there, and you can hear it in the way that I say how close it is there, and the stutters return. What the hell was that? And here we have this really massive moment. Holy absolute cold brown there.
That's a 6 minute 29.2.
That was scary. I was absolutely terrified. If we could monitor my heart rate at that particular moment, we would be able to see that actually I got quite a bit of a spike there. So 4.6 seconds lost to the top guys there.
5, 4.
We're falling back even more, but we move on to the next stage. Another excursion, quite a bit more time lost there.
6 left, 70. Leaves right reversed to 5 left short.
And this particular section is so intense because it's just absolute maximum attack and everything is on the edge. And you can see through my physical body movement that my whole body is tensing up. But we make it through the stage without any other big moments. I think I'm just glad for it to be over. You can hear I'm quite disappointed. 7.5 seconds back on where we should be, but we've made it to service. There's quite a few repairs that are required there. Now we're switching to the medium tire to complete the full tire strategy. We're going from hard to medium, and we will run a hard tire in the last service.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Slight right, caution, 100.
Everything's new tires, new car, refreshed, and hopefully the confidence is renewed. But unfortunately we have another big moment very early on, which means the confidence is completely gone again.
600.
Absolutely thrown away. And at this particular point I've just decided it's not worth throwing the whole thing away. Just need to settle into a rhythm for these rest stages and accept the fact that we don't have the pace to bring it to the top guys in these conditions because we've had such little seat time. .5 seconds back in that stage. We're falling back quite quickly.
Start 6 right, 5 left. Good luck. 6 right. Half
We move on to the next stage.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And 5 left, 200.
As I said at this point, I've already decided to just take a very calm approach and focus on finishing the rallies. This decision is reflected in my driving here. Very calm and very underwhelming, to say the least.
60. Finish and 4 left to stop. Okay, that's a 2 minute.
We make it through the stage to get to the end of the rally, and surprisingly this actually sees me return to the top step of the stage times. We take another stage win by 0.5 of a second to the closest competitor. We move on to the next phase, and this should be the midway point of the rally. And at this particular point I have decided to take a nutrition break.
Good luck.
And while I do that, let me also take the opportunity to complain about this bloody stage. I want to have a conversation with the organizers about who decided to make this itinerary this way. Because why would you put a wet stage in the complete darkness of the night in the toughest rally of the year and mix all those factors together?
Don't cut on 40, keep left.
Nothing too eventful through that stage. I just decide to make it through. Of course, the risk was huge.
That's an 11 minute, 36.5.
Do my best. Once again, just consolidating the result. Just trying to make it through to the end of the rally. I know that we've already lost too much time, and I'm just hoping to score a podium, potentially second place. I finished second and fastest in that stage, 13 seconds behind. We are now 24 seconds back from the overall lead. We've made it back into service. Lots of yellow boxes. We're able to tick as many of them off as we can.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 50.
And now we're back to some dry running.
Right and 3 left.
It's full attack from the get-go.
5 left.
Absolutely flat
Right and 6
through this first sector.
6 left, 80. Square right, 30.
First problem comes in this one corner. But luckily it's not a big problem, it's just maybe we get too much rotation too early. But here is where the big trouble comes, where I overshoot the corner. And I'm not really sure what happened there. I think we just got on the brakes a bit too late and just locked up. But we make it through the stage without much more happening. But I know that I've lost the stage win because of that particular moment. Quite disappointed. And the results will show that I was 3.5 seconds off, and I'm quite confident that that 3.5 seconds was lost right there at that particular moment. So we move on to the next stage. And here we lose even more time because we just drive slightly into the bushes and drag against them, and that spoils our forward momentum. And we have another big moment not long after that. I'm not particularly sure what exactly is going on. We might be running out of grip, the tires are dying off, and yeah, it's just not working for me the way I wanted that particular moment. But the car is okay, we haven't had a puncture, and we're still going to take that as a consolation and just try to get to the end of the stage. Here is where the big bad news comes. I just leave it too late, lock up and drive straight into these really big rocks. And at that point I'm actually panicking because I'm thinking that I've gotten a puncture or I've broken the radiator, but somehow I make it through. And I just decide to take the rest of the stage quite easy because I know there's a lot of trouble that we could get into, and I've lost a bit of confidence in the car after that big moment. We lose even more time to some of the drivers at the top, knowing that we needed to make time up on that stage, and I keep seeing the win slip away from me. And actually we're only 4.8 seconds away from the lead. I certainly could have won that stage, and there was quite a bit of time that we could have made up. That's most disappointing on my part. Quite sad about that.
Good luck.
Not much we can do. We made it to service and we make it to the next stage. It's no holds barred now. We basically just decide to absolutely send it. There's nothing to lose. It doesn't matter if we crash or if we off, because I wanted to win the race and now I can't win the race. But luckily I make it through the stage with no big incidents, and we do quite well in that stage, despite the fact that we didn't win. We are actually just a bit off the pace. We were 1.7 seconds off the pace. Somewhere along that stage we lost a bit of time. We've made it back to service. It's a very short service, so we can only choose a few things, and I decide to replace the turbo, to fix the turbo. So back in. We decide to go full tilt. And so, for the last moment, we are going through this particular section, trying to get the rotation I need to get the car going in the right direction. And through this section I'm going flat, but bouncing, too much bouncing, and almost a very big moment that could have been a very dangerous, potentially rally-ending crash. And yeah, we make it through this section for the last time, absolutely flat, sending it as much as I can. Across the line, I've done the best that I can. I gave it everything. I gave it everything, guys. It just wasn't good enough. And with that, we take the win in the power stage by just 3.2 seconds. Eventually, big shame. I am 17 seconds off the lead. Really big shame. And that is the best that we could do. I lost 48 seconds through all of these crashes, and that's what really cost me the win. In the end, when all the dust settles down, I lost this rally because when it mattered most, the other drivers did a better job than I did. And that's what rallying is about. As of 2026, I've elected not to participate in the rest of the Africa eSports Rally Championship as I am not motivated by the regulations. This was always the plan for me. It was only to do this one big race and then to sit out the rest of the championship. Potentially, I may race the 2027 championship. However, the opportunities continue to grow thin for me. Huge congratulations to Just Edge and FA on their first and second positions. They did a phenomenal job. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this.